How you doing, bro? How's everything going? Can you hear the music okay? You finally get to see me live, but you will not see me live. You will hear me live. Well, at this moment, I don't have any schedule for streaming because I have been very busy, unfortunately. So I don't have the availability to set up a schedule for the streaming. It's gonna be whenever it's possible. But today is Sunday. And I have like 1 hour or 1 hour and a half to be able to do something if somebody doesn't call me to do anything. That's the main problem, that whenever I'm ready to stream, you know, here it's very noisy, or somebody wants me to do something for them, or anything could happen. So basically it's not that easy to go ahead and come and stream whenever I want to. Besides, I have some things to do and to study about some computers, things that we have to do, and time is very limited. Right, so let me go ahead and start with some farming. I haven't played the Hall of Heroes yet because I wanted to play the Hall of Heroes live. It's not gonna make too much of a difference, but because I'm not gonna be using like weird combination, it's gonna be just my regular Hall of Heroes team, because I wanna get the pieces for these. Oh, we have almost full wings. So I got to Conqueror 2 about 2 weeks ago. Not one, the last week, the previous week I got to Conqueror 2. And I was surprised that I got to Conqueror 2 without having to go double illusions. My illusions at this time, they have the speed, but they don't have the damage to go ahead and play against Conqueror 3 or 2 players. But this offense that I'm using, this offense can almost basically beat anything. It has to be like I have to be very unlucky for this to fail, because I have 2 cleansers, I have a defense breaker, I have a heal block, I have a healer, I have 2 healers, a damage dealer, and I have immunity as well. I know this Praha may be able to strip me, but I'm hoping that this Praha will move before my Belajul. Because if it doesn't, then my Belajul, I will have to go for the immunity, and then the Panda is going to wreck my tail. But this offense basically, yeah, I need a stripper. I really need a stripper so badly. But I don't wanna build Zoha. I don't know why, but Zoha is not like, you see, this is the perfect scenario. The Praha just moved before my Belajul. So being that the case, I go the immunity, and then I try to knock down this Praha because she's the only stripper. And I should be able to knock her down with these Delmars. Now let's see. Whoa. She almost made it. She almost made it. Alright, so now what? The Panda is gonna be the last one to kill. I'm gonna go for Common because most of the people build Common with a lot of HP and fast. So that means that he doesn't have a lot of defense. So if I defense break Common and I hit it with Theo, it could be a possible one-shot Common. You see, it was not one shot, but if I got the violent proc, it was going to be for sure that he was going to die. Now for the next turn, he is going to die. And as long as I have the immunity, this Wind Panda will not be able to do anything to my monsters. because just because they don't have the damage, I mean, to kill any monsters without defense break. I have a single target stripper that is Bellaju, but he's not that reliable as a stripper. I really need to have another stripper, something like a Praha, a Gianna, something like that. Something that will strip and that will be amazing as well. Come on. What happened is that I'm listening to the music on YouTube as we speak. So the music that you're listening is the same music that is playing on YouTube. And because of the ad settings, it's gonna be displaying the ads and then it's gonna play the ads. And that's why the music was interrupted for the commercial. Tiana will be an amazing stripper, but Tiana, I mean, I would love to have a Tiana. That's the best stripper in the game because she's going to strip all of the monsters, and besides, and in addition, she's going to be able to increase the attack bar of all of your monsters for the next for 30%. So basically, that's amazing. There's no will that will counter that, and will cannot counter that. As simple as that. This is a very it's a very slow offense, but it is actually really safe. Even with this glowing, I will be able to beat this one, but it's gonna take like 4 to 5 minutes, maybe something around that, because I will have to wait for them to get rid of the immunity from glowing, and then I will be able to nuke them one by one. The first one to kill is gonna be for sure is gonna be Chloe, because I don't want to get the immunity again. Then the second one is going to be this guy, the wind. I forgot the name. Pritesh, the wind beast monk. And after I kill the beast monk, then I can go for this guy for Camilla, and the last one is going to be Juno. And in the best case scenario, Chloe Derp, but they do have a stripper, and if this Juno is built on despair and she strips and stun, then it's gonna be a hard time for me. But still, I don't believe they are gonna be able to kill me, because all of my monsters here, they are tanky enough to survive the damage. And Theomars, if Theomars die, even if Theomars die, then my Amarna will be able to revive my Theomars. Here comes the strip and stun, but luckily we didn't get the defense break, the strip and the defense break on Theomars, because that would be the worst case scenario. Right, so let's see. What do I think about Tableau, the light dice magician? Man, Tableau, it's just overpowered. Tableau, it's for real-time arena, for world arena actually. And Tableau, whoever has a Tableau and is going to real-time arena needs to select Tableau first, because a fast Tableau will make the difference between winning or losing. Real-time arena at this point, it's something that is related just to how powerful is the Nat 5 that you have, and the one that has the most powerful Nat 5 or monster, in this case Tableau, that is not a Nat 5, then it's gonna be the one winning the battle. I don't know if you were able to see this video from YDCV, in which he had the tournament for the $500 that was Asia 8, I believe, the $500 tournaments for real-time arena. And Well, I fell asleep, I didn't see the end of the video, but the fight was against Acroma and Tablo. So basically, they were able to get to the finals because they have those two monsters, those two amazing monsters. And I'm very sure that I will not be able to advance in real-time arena until I get a stripper. I'm gonna be stuck here until I get a stripper. It's going to be a really good stripper. But Tablo, it's really amazing. If you have a Tablo, give him Devil Mons because it's worth it. And you are gonna be able to see the difference. That's nothing. I have seen Tails taking 12 turns. But Tablo has just turned the battle like come on. Like he gets so many violent procs that it's insane. It doesn't even make any sense. I mean, if there's something, you believe something is wrong with the code of the game, it may be a bug or something. But it's actually pretty, it happens pretty often. It's like all of the Theomars, they get violent procs when you go face them on arena or guild battles. But your Theomars doesn't get the violent procs. It happens. It just happens. Right, so for this one, they have a damage dealer that will be Ritesh. That will be their only damage dealer. So we will be able to face this one and beat it. Now the worst case scenario is that Orion goes for the harmless prank, and then it's going to be, hey, how you doing? The worst case scenario will be that this guy, Orion, will be going for the harmless prank, and he's going to strip the shield and the will, and then put the defense break on my Amarna. And if my Amarna dies, then it's pretty sure that I will not be able to win this battle. Something is lagging about this phone. I don't know what's going on, but today it's like lagging with the game. Right, so we got, I'm gonna be playing Hall of Heroes very soon because I have to get the 5 cards. I was thinking, I have the light Neonstone fighter, and I was thinking to 6-star that guy, and I even had four other Neonstone fighters that I was going to use for food because I don't have a Trevor, but I have many Bryans and the Win one. Many Ryans, and I was thinking to 6-star the light one, and I have 4. I believe I have 4 max level 30 of those. So I wanted to use them as food, but I'm not really sure if I'm gonna use them on the light one or the dark one. I believe it's going to be better on the dark one because I have seen many good things about this card, and he seems pretty interesting because you don't need to work on the critical rate for the 3rd skill. Just put a lot of crit damage, and he's going to be able to go even through immunity and invincibility and any damage reduction effects. Come on, no defense break at all. Alright. Oh, I had to go for Ritesh because Ritesh is the threat. And he seems to be a little bit squishy. You're stuck on TOA Hard 93. That's a very interesting floor. What are your options for TOA Hard 93? TOA Hard 93 is the Ractal, the Leo Ractal floor. I usually go for my Camulus strategy for TOA Hard 93. And if I have something that works, I don't really try many different things. But there are options for TOA Hard 93. You can just go ahead, for example, build a 4-star or 5-star Light Fairy, And with the Light Fairy, make her really tanky. Because the Leos, the Ractals will be targeting her. So if you put the immunity on her, you make her really tanky, but make her slow. Really slow. So that way when you activate the invincibility on her, then they are going to be targeting her all the time. And as she is really slow, if you go with her and Mav, then Mav is going to be able to activate again to decrease the cooltime of the invincibility skill. Alright, I believe I will be able to auto from here. Anyway, just activate the invincibility on her, and then I don't know, put some dots with Beretta or Veramos, because the main problem here is that they are going to be targeting one light monster. You need to have a tanky monster, really tanky, with a lot of defense and a lot of HP, as much as you can, so she can survive the first hit. And after she survives the first hit, then you can activate the invincibility. And it doesn't matter if you hit with a critical hit on those Ractals or anybody, because even if they are gaining attack bar, they will not be able to kill her. And you can also go with a Reviver. What options have you tried for TOA Hard 93? Remember that it doesn't matter what happens. If you don't have a Leo, it doesn't matter what happens. Leo is going to move first. So you have to have somebody that will receive the first hit from Leo. And it's going to be better to have that somebody on Will. Because remember, Leo is going to decrease the attack bar. This is the, just to be honest with you, I play in the global server, but just to be honest with you, Hindi, TOA hard, this is the hard rotation for TOA hard. If you don't clear TOA hard this rotation, don't be upset with yourself, because this is the hard rotation of TOA hard. But I'm sure that eventually you're gonna be able to clear it, so don't you worry. Congratulations. Congratulations. What Nat 5s you have? I mean the light ones and the dark ones. Where are those? Come on. Let me finish this because it's taking forever. I wanna go for this Praha because she's the one that has the sustain for this team. G2 has to be really complicated, I believe. It has to be really complicated, because if we're complicated down here at Conqueror 1, Conqueror 2, then I believe G2 is gonna be a hell of another level. I mean, I'm working to get there. Someday, somehow I'm gonna get there. It's gonna take a while because of the free-to-play stuff, but eventually I'm gonna be there as well. So watch out, Beast. I'm going after you. There's people out there that they have a specific Nat 5s for that floor, and the floor 93 is not a floor that everybody can actually beat. Don't you worry, TOA hard. This is the hard rotation for TOA hard, so don't you worry. But there are certain specific monsters that we got. I mean, if you have 44 6-star, it is very likely that you have already this Dark Elemental, because the Dark Elemental, it's a monster that we got for just trash from Light and Dark Scroll. If you have it, work on the strategy, the Camulus strategy. If you don't have it, then keep working on your runes and you will be able to beat this TOA hard. Wow, this is lagging a lot. The Light Golem is a very good option for a tank. If you build the Light Golem tanky enough, then the Light Golem will be able to get all of the damage from the Rakdos. And remember, the damage cannot be taken less than 20% of his max HP, I believe. So build him tanky and get some sustain for him, so that way he's going to be able to receive all of the damage. Alright, so let me go ahead. I'm gonna start with this. This is the guy that I use for TOA Hard 93. I only have him for TOA Hard 93. That's the only thing I'm using him for. TOA Hard 93. He's on full revenge. And when I activate this skill, this one, he's going to reflect the damage and he's not going to be able to die for 3 turns. And this skill, actually, they are hitting him all the time, they are gaining attack bar, and they are killing themselves. And he's on full revenge, and when he revenges, with the first kill, he will activate continuous damage for 2 turns whenever he lands a critical hit. So this is the monster that I use for TOA Hard 93. For the next month, I'm gonna be working on some monsters. Not for this rotation that is coming, for the next month, I'm gonna be working on monsters that will be free to play farmable. But it really comes to the runes when you are going to use free to play monsters for TOA Hard 93. You really need to have amazing runes on your monsters. I have seen teams, for example, with Brian, Veramos, Reda, Beladion, Mab, teams like that, and they work also with Area, and they work because they have amazing runes. It all comes to the runes when you're going to use base monsters like free-to-play monsters. Alright, so let me go ahead and play a little bit of the Hall of Heroes, because I don't want to waste, I don't want to lose this Hall of Heroes that I have not played. Who has 45 Nat 5s? Beast Clan? How do you get so many Nat 5s? Give us the trick. What do we do? I only have 3. 3? Yeah, 3 Nat 5s. Maybe 4. Yeah, 3. 4 Nat 5s I have. Oh, whoa, this is really lag. This is lag because the phone was asking me. What are the Nats 5s that you have? I have Rika, Belajul, the Water Monkey King that is my most recent Nat 5, and also I have this Wind Etna, the Wind Hell Lady. They are really good for RTA, and they are, for example, this guy, for example, the Etna is a Theomar's killer. The other guy, the Water Monkey, it's a Laika killer. It works really nice. come on. I'm gonna reopen the game because it's actually really slow. Network connection delayed. How so? What's going on? I want to reopen the game because I see the game is lagging a lot. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna disconnect the phone from the network and connect the phone again. Because it shows here like my Wi-Fi is not connected, but I am, and you guys are able to see the video. I'm from the Dominican Republic. Where are you guys from? From Jordan. Where is that located, Jordan? This is so slow, I don't know why. But today the phone is acting really slow. I should have rebooted my phone before. Oh, somebody said something in the guild. Tania, 6-star. Would move some runes around and power them up. Now got a Dragon B10 auto team. Congrats, congrats, congrats. Congratulations. Good. I mean, one of the countries that I would like to go, I mean, one of the continents that I would like to go will be to the Asian continent, because I really am attracted to that culture and the way things work over there. But it's really far away from here, so enjoy the weather. Right, so let me go ahead and go for the Hall of Heroes now. We need to clear this Hall of Heroes today, because today is the last day. We only have 14 hours for this. I will be able to, yep. Oh, come on, this is safe. This is extremely safe. Let's go ahead and add some damage, because these floors are the easy floors. And who else? Who else? Galleon? Maybe Galleon? Or the homunculus. I'm gonna use the homie. Where are you? There you are. The Dominican Republic is in the Caribbean. Really to the center of the Caribbean. The very center. It's an island that is in the Caribbean. Here is hot all the time. We don't have winter, we just have summer all the time. We don't see snow, we just see heat and fire. Right now, this is really hot. And the time here is gonna be 1 in the afternoon. So basically, it's the hottest time of the day. But it's amazing. It's amazing. Because people in here is very friendly, and they actually help each other really nicely. Some people, like in any other country, some people they are not as friendly as the usual, and you know, sometimes it may be problematic, and it may be also you have to watch out for yourself everywhere. But most of the people here is gonna be very friendly. You can ask this guy, this Aero, he's from here, Jairo. From the Dominican Republic as well. It's really nice. He's friendly. You see he's talking in the chat. Yeah, now it's a little bit better. I mean, I can see the lag on the phone, but on the video it's not lagging, so it's a lot better. I mean, yeah, I wish I had winter. We have the holiday season, but we don't have the winter season. There you go, we got the first 25 pieces for Karl. And what are the plans that we have for Karl? Well, I'm gonna build a card that is going to be on Vampire Will. He's gonna have a lot of critical damage and a lot of attack and a little bit of speed. We need him to move decently fast, because if he dies, then he's not gonna be of any use. So we need him to be tanky, we need him to be fast, we need him to have a lot of critical damage, and we need him to have some tankiness as well. So yeah, Karl is gonna be a great asset for our organization, Summer's Wars organization. So we do need to build Karl really nicely, because we're gonna plan to use him against Camillas and against any combination of monsters with damage reductions like Molly, Diaz, Brian, anything like that. It's gonna be really amazing to have a Karl on the team. And if you don't have a Karl, get a Karl and build a Karl. Final Fantasy is it for the special attack, fire attack. Alright. And we have something amazing as well, that is the fried chicken. I just hope that nobody that is watching this video has like some kind of love for the chicken, like for example, some people in some cultures, they love cows and they don't eat cows. So I hope nobody in this video loves chicken so much that they don't eat chicken, because I love eating chicken. So if you are one of them, I'm sorry, but still I'm gonna keep loving eating chicken. Fried chicken, it's amazing. And oh God, oh Lord. Come on. I believe that is the universal language, the language of food. There's no way that you can disguise hunger. So that is a universal language. If you're hungry, people will notice that you're hungry. It doesn't matter what language you speak. If you speak French, Japanese, Chinese, English, Spanish, Hungarian, something like that, it doesn't matter what. If you speak anything else, hunger is a universal language. People will be able to see your face like, come on, give me some food. I want food now. So basically, if we talk about food, we're gonna be speaking the same language. But the only thing I want you guys to know about food when you're like talking to me and stuff like that is that you don't need to mess with my food. I'm just kidding. Hello Cuba, how are you doing today? Cuba. It should be Cuba, because Cuba is with the C. But I don't know how to pronounce your Cuba. Zalewski. Yeah, I was thinking to build a nice TOA hard 93 team, but I didn't have the time for this rotation. I was very busy. I'm gonna work on that. The next time is the Lyric rotation. The next time is that rotation. I'm gonna work on that team, and I'm actually gonna be working on most of the TOA hard floors that people is having trouble with, because I know that it's really hard for us to beat TOA the first time because we don't actually have the guidance and how and what to do exactly. And after somebody tells you how to beat TOA and the monster that you could use, it's gonna be way easier for you. For example, the first time I beat TOA hard, it was because a friend of mine named Kyuko, he told me exactly what combinations of monster I should use. I was talking TOA hard floor 100 because I was going up there by myself, but I was really stuck. And when he told me the team to use for TOA hard, not this rotation, the previous rotation, the one with the melt rotation, when he told me the combination to use, then I saw the monster and I was like, wow, this is gonna work. How didn't I think about this before? So it's good every now and then to talk with your friends, because your friend may have different ideas that can work as well. This game is amazing because with this game you can just run the monster however you want to run them, and they are gonna be working exactly how you want them to work. It's just a matter of how good the runes are. But it's amazing as well because there's many people connected within the same game, and they have the ability to think out of the box, to think something else, something that you have not thought. And there's always something that you have thought that you haven't told your friends, that if you tell them, everybody's going to be benefiting from this knowledge. And the best thing of the game is that you can share with your friends. And sharing with your friends, growing together, it's very, very fun. Hey Nami, if I'm not mistaken, Nami is the name of a character of an anime, right? I don't remember the anime. Which anime is it? This girl from what is the name of the anime? One Piece. The name is Nami, I believe. Hello, Moto. I used to have a Motorola. And the Motorola used to reset a lot. And I knew the phone was resetting because whenever the phone turns back on, it was saying hello, Moto. So I was actually sleeping sometimes and the phone was like waking me up like hello, Moto. And I was like, what the hell? It was really fun. It was really fun. Now, but that Motorola was one of the best phones that I ever had. Because I'm like a destroyer. I mean, I have a phone. I don't actually take too much care of my stuff. So the phone drops a lot. And that is one of the phones that lasted me the longest. A pain in the lower back. I don't want to know how lower in the back, man. Don't share that pain with us. We believe you. We believe you. Zeratu plus Isis. I believe I'm gonna be able to auto this. I mean, not with this team, but with the team I had before, because this is my safe, my super safe Hall of Heroes team, and they actually clear it. And most of the times, I'm just like watching something on the internet, and I just put the team in auto mode, and I always clear it. Unless this Karl is gonna be overpowered to mess up with my team. I mean, something is that this card is dark, so he may one-shot my Amarna, but they don't have the runes to do so, and they don't have the violent procs either. But I know that Trevor is gonna be a pain because he has the damage reduction effect. And now that we think about it, even Karl is going to be able to one-shot Trevor. We need to see this Karl in action against some Lycas, because Lycas has this passive that you can only take down 30% of his max HP. So we need to see if it's going to work. The Karl is going to work against this Lyca. We need to see that. And I may be starting this card sooner than I think, because I have a lot of food for this guy. We just need critical damage for Karl. I have high expectations in Karl. Karl. K-A-R-L. Karl. Sounds like a Frenchie. I need a lot of runes. We all need a lot of runes. And I don't play the game as often as I used to before. But before I used to play the game a lot. Like, I don't know, maybe like 10, 12, 14 hours a day. Because I was able to keep the game on my side and I was doing something else. So it was fine to play the game like that. But now the game has gone to another level. The game it's really competitive now, and the more that you play, the more competitive it gets, because there are new players coming, and the new players have the ability to purchase the ductile stones, the reappraisal stones, and one single reappraisal stone is gonna make the difference to make a rune overpowered. If you get any, let's say for example, any violent rune that is a legend rune, save that rune. It doesn't matter the substats. Save the rune, and after you save the rune, whenever you get a ductile reappraisal stone, it can turn out into. I believe the same. I believe Trevor is the best. Among all of the Neonstone fighters, Trevor is the best. But there will be some situations in which this card is going to be more suitable than Trevor. Trevor, overall, it will be better to use it against all the other elementals. But let's say, for example, you're going to fight against Camilla. Trevor is not going to be the best option to go against Camilla, because of the elemental disadvantage and because he's not gonna be critting all of the time. But besides that, I believe Trevor is the best Neonstone fighter. I do not have a Trevor, unfortunately. I was saving Neonstone fighters because I was pulling a lot of them. We got the Hall of Heroes, the Ryan Hall of Heroes, we got some of that. And I pulled some wind ones that I'm not gonna work on. I'm not gonna work on the water one and the Ryan because I don't need him. And I usually keep one of each if I get them. But I have gotten so many water and wind ones that I can fit them to, for example, to so basically it's gonna be very nice skill ups for this Karl or for the light one. I have the light one ruined for, I don't know, for example, for around maybe 6, 7, 8 months, 1 year, something like that. I know it's been on the storage forever, and I put some runes on them, on the light one, on Lucas, but I don't actually use Lucas. I don't see him being too amazing to work on. I have so many things to work on at the moment. I don't remember how many 6 stars I have, but I have so many other 6 stars to work on. It's like 20. I have like 20 monsters I want to 6 star because I don't have a copper 6 star, and I want to work on the copper strategy. But for the copper strategy to work, I will need to 6-star as well the bulldozer, and I will need to 6-star a Messity, and I will need to 6-star a defense leader. For example, this girl, the Wind Undyne Delphoy. So there are many monsters I need to 6-star before I think about 6-starring one of these monsters. It's gonna be very conditional to use. I'm gonna show you real quick the runes that I have on my Lucas. Lucas, when you read the skills of the Lucas, he's fine because he's gonna be gaining an additional 30% critical rate. So I built mine with around 70% critical rate. So let me show you real quick the runes for my Lucas before we move into. I believe he's around here. There are many monsters. I know this guy is gonna be amazing when I 6-star him because look at the stats he has with all these runes that are not even +9. So Copper is gonna be amazing, but I don't want to 6-star Copper right now because for him to work, it's gonna be a lot of other monsters to be working alongside him. I wanna 6-star this lady. She's gonna be really amazing as well. Right, so where's my Lucas? I'm gonna show you real quick the Lucas runes. Oh my god, he's on a storage. Let's find him. It's gonna be real quick for you to be able to see the runes that I have on my Lucas. There you go. Like that. 73% critical rate, 162 critical damage. He's gonna get more critical damage, a lot more critical damage. And his passive, the attacks performed on your turn will generate a shield that will last 1 turn. The shield is equivalent to 50% of the damage dealt. Also, this effect increases your critical rate by 30%. So basically, with a 30% critical rate, he's always gonna be 100% critical rate with this build. And he's on speed, free damage, and attack. He doesn't have a lot of speed. This was a rune that was on one of my Lucians. If I get critical rate here, I will swipe that with critical rate. But I don't think it's gonna be like an amazing rune to work on because this was a blue rune, one of my first 6-stars attack slot for this rune, for this slot. So I've kept it because it's already maxed out. And monsters like this, they can get a lot of use from this rune, from a rune like that. I believe the dark one is better. The dark one is better than the light assassin. But the light assassin is very conditional. For example, I'm gonna show you the skill. This skill, it's amazing. If I had, for example, a Tiana, and I use this skill, attacks all enemies and prevent the target from using skills with cooltime for 2 turns. If the target dies, all other enemies will receive the harmful effect. If I had a Tiana, I would have 6-starred this lady a long time ago. Because with Tiana, you can strip all the way, then use this skill, kill the target because it has really high multipliers, and after you kill the target, then all of the remaining surviving enemies will receive the harmful effect that will not allow them to use any skills with cooldown for 2 turns. So basically, they would have to violent proc 3 turns to be able to use any of those skills. So with a Tiana, this lady, it's actually overpowered. The dark one doesn't need any other support monsters to work, so that's why the dark one is gonna be a lot better than her, because you need combinations of these monsters to be able to use her with the light one. So the dark one is a lot better, because it can act all by herself. Now, these are my thoughts on this. I may be wrong. If I am, you can let me know anytime. But it's just the way that I think about this. I'm just sharing my thoughts with you guys. So which floor are we in? B6. Let me see if I find the page, because there's a website that you can find the multipliers of these. Monsters. Let me see if I can find the page. Yeah, I found it. I'm gonna post the link, so that way you can go ahead and check on the multipliers. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Here's the link. This is an amazing website. It's an amazing website. They have been working on this for a long time. The website was not like that before, but many people is contributing to make it better. It doesn't belong to me. I wish it was, but but anyway, it's a very amazing website. You can see the skills, you can see the monsters, many information about this, and this is gonna be really helpful. Also, whenever you need information about the game, there's also a website that is called, there's also a group in Reddit that is about Summoners Wars, and there's always really helpful people trying to help, but everything has a downside. There's always somebody that is gonna be an a-hole. So I hope you get the best out of this. Now that I'm into the website, let me go ahead and check it out real quick. Assassin. Isabel is the Dark Assassin. 780 multipliers. And the Light Assassin, Iliana. Natalie. Yeah, as I was saying, yeah, the Dark one has higher multipliers than the Light one. It's not like a huge difference. On the third skill, the Dark one has 780% multipliers, and the Light one has 750% multipliers. So basically, it's around the same. You're not gonna notice the difference because you're actually overkilling most of the times. So you don't see the difference. When you get to higher levels, you don't see the difference on this. But it's gonna be more usable in certain situations. I really need to have a Tiana to make her work, or a stripper, so that way I can. It will be the plan. Will be, for example, stripper moves first. Then I have an attack bar booster. After the attack bar booster, then I will have this galleon to defense break and attack buff. And then my Natalie is going to move and kill one of the targets, and then all of the rest will be provided with the harmful effects. So that actually works pretty fine. So I just need to find a stripper. I don't want a 6-star Soha, come on. And I'm thinking about a stripper. I need a stripper. Oh lord. I will end up 6-starring a Soha. Because I don't have any other stripper. I will end up 6-starring Soha. So for Guild Wars, I'm thinking that I could use Zoha, Galleon as a leader for the speed, and Natalie for a Guild War offense. It would be nice. I need a stripper. And I have no other options for a stripper. I know it's gonna be a bad idea to 6-star Soha. I know. I have been forcing myself since I started the game not to 6-star Soha. I mean, she has decent multipliers. But come on, Soha is not something that you actually 6-star. Back in the day, you remember back in the day when you needed to have a farmer, for you to be able to advance in the game, the first monster needed to be a farmer. Back in the day, Soha was a great farmer for Fame on Hell, but I don't see her doing anything else. Congratulations on Chiwu. Come on, you know me, Hyro. You know me, Hyro. I've been waiting for the RNG since forever. I'm not gonna say. I mean, the curse, we broke it because I have gotten 2 6-star in less than 1 month. So maybe this is my time. Maybe I should go ahead and summon. Yeah. How about we make like 10 summons right now? What do you think? Because we've broken the seal, we've broken the curse. We may get something amazing today. I know I'm gonna be so down if nothing happens. Should we make some summons? Should we really, for real? We should. Let's see. Oh, somebody just got a desert queen. Come on, I don't want to see that. I want to see the pool. Let me see. The polar queen, Alicia. Congratulations. Right. So yeah, let's go ahead and make some summons today. How do we do? Do we do crystal summons or do we do premium packs? Yeah, we never get bored from summons. I have, let's say I have 2,426 crystals, so I can actually buy 2 premium packs with that, and I will have remaining some crystals. Or we can just summon 2,000 crystals. Let me start by making some space while you guys decide. What do we do? Crystal summons or premium packs? That is the question. Packs. Alright. Why the packs? Just give me a good reason. This is gonna be cool. Oh, she's missing a run. Right, so first of all, we need to get rid of this, and this. No awaken, no G's on Alicia. You wanted to receive a 5-star awaken natural base pass, natural 5-star monster. People is crazy. Right, I'm gonna fit all of these because we need the space. We need like 20 spaces. So I'm gonna be fitting all of these. It was not in my plan to summon, but somebody said in my mind that this was a time gate. So we need to summon for the time gate. Trolls in chat are the best thing that could happen to the game. Could you imagine how boring the game would be without people trolling in chats? And I have seen trolls go to the next level so easily. Like trolling to the next level. When people ask in chat like, what should I 6-star next? And they tell you a couple of they tell you like, the slime. 6-star slime, the Firefly so over where black working hard working really hard to 6-star the fire slime, and it was so fun to see a person do that. Unfortunately, that person never went back to the channel 116 after 6-starring the slime. I even believe that the person just quit the game. Unfortunately, I used to be the one who always wanted to help people and tell them don't listen to what everybody says on chat. But I just got tired of it because there's many people that even if you try to help them, they're gonna be killing themselves. So I actually just joke around in the chat. I speak every now and then. I don't speak that much, but anyway. Let's see. We need to make space. And we don't have any way to make space. I have so many lures that I should be building a lure. I don't wanna listen to this. Yeah. I have so many lures. This is what we're gonna do. Because we have a lot of this. And we don't have a way to make space without spending money. Let's buy the premium packs first. So that way we commit to do the summons. So I'm gonna buy the premium packs first. Because after we have the premium packs, then we have to summon. What? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't read that. When you started the game, they let you feed your Chloe to Rena. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. I never got badly and you fed it to Rena. Oh Lord. Why? Oh God, why? Oh, I'm lost. I'm looking for the premium packs. Okay, we got one. We got the second premium pack. And no, I'm not gonna buy another one because if I buy another premium pack, then I will not have anything for refills. And I need to keep farming runes until the TOA resets. TOA is gonna reset tomorrow. And I need to have available these crystals. And also, if I don't go to sleep early today is the rush hour. So we need to keep that Conqueror 2 rank. It will be fine. I know I'm gonna be able to get these Conqueror, but I wanna get to Conqueror 2 because it's an additional 50 crystals. And because of the status. Alright, so we need to make space. First of all, let's collect this, and this. Are we okay? Yep, we are fine with that. So we have how many summons? 22 summons. We need to make 22 spaces. I don't think that's gonna work. Let's see. Yeah, we need to make 22 spaces. How do we make 22 spaces? I'm gonna catch a cold. In the meantime, I'm moving you, you as well. I'm moving you. No, I cannot move you. Okay, we have. Let's do this 9 first. No, I'm gonna move. Yeah. You're moving to the right. No, I cannot move you. Okay. This was not planned. I didn't want to make any summons. I don't like making summons like this. So this better pay off. Oh, I have to select which one is the other one. Okay. This is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna move these two to this side, so that way when we summon, I know for sure we're gonna get a lot of food, so we're gonna be powering up these guys right after, so we have more space. It's gonna be a way to make space. Let me see if we can get rid of some of these 2-star monsters that we have, and then we go for the summons. Alright, we're almost there. Almost there. Almost there. Yeah, we can get rid of this tree immediately. I remember that I used to consider this water lizard man amazing because of the skills. When you read the lizardmans have these, they have these that you read the skills, and when you read the skills, you see the skills and you say that is a lot of potentials, when you read the skill. Let's go ahead and do this real quick so you can see. The first one attacks the enemy 2 times and weakens the defense for 2 turns, and inflicts continuous damage for 2 turns with a 15% chance. The attack power increases according to the defense. The second one attacks all enemies, an AoE, dealing damage proportionate to your defense, and inflicts continuous damage for 3 turns with a 50% chance. The damage of this skill increases by 30% for each harmful effect on the enemy. The third one decreases the inflicted damage from the opponents with the wind attribute by 50%. When you read these skills, you say, wow, this is an amazing monster. We need to work on this monster ASAP, as soon as possible. And actually, if you get it really low early when you're starting in the game and you put some runes, he's gonna be performing really fine, really decent. But even though you read the skills, the multipliers, they are bad. The stats, the base stats, they are really bad. Wait, I hit the wrong button. Alright. So, all of the lizardmans, they are like they are trolls. Let's say like that. They are trolls. Because they don't actually perform as OP as their skills said. I believe there should be like an issue with the translation of the skills, because whoa, if these skills works like they say they should work, then it will be overpowered. Come on, how many ads on these videos? I just want to listen to music. Alright, so now let's go for the summons. We're gonna start. Guys, wish me luck. Yeah, I have seen people using the fire lizardman on the rift, but I don't see that they are the ones giving the highest contribution, and I see that most of the times they don't synergize with the other teammates. And something that I'm proud about is that I'm a raid expert. Alright, so now guys, wish me luck, because I'm gonna start the summons. And I'm not gonna start until you guys wish me luck, because you were the ones with the idea of summoning today. I didn't want to summon, but you were the ones with the idea. Right, so let's go ahead and start with the first one. And we got a fairy. Fire Fairy. Now, let's go ahead and try to do like a small review of all of the monsters that we get. The Fire Fairy has multi-hits in all of the skills. And the Fire Fairy, it's a very decent monster for Necro. It's a Necro damage dealer. She's not overpowered, but she has multi-hits and she's very easy to skill up. Because you can get the fairies from the fairy dungeon anytime. So she's actually pretty good and pretty decent, and not too long ago she was buffed with higher multipliers now. I know friends that they use this lady in Necropolis B10 and it works perfect for them. And we got lightning on the second one. And we got a chilling. Yeah, this is a chilling. This monster, it's amazing for real-time arena. I do have him already. He's one of my side projects that I need to work on. With the first skill, he's going to be stealing a beneficial effect on the target. He's going to be increasing the attack speed and critical rate of the aligned monsters. With this one, yeah, the attack speed and critical rate. So build this monster with Swift as fast as possible, and he's gonna be a counter. He's gonna be like a stripper counter for real-time arena. Alright, we got one lightning on the second scroll, so that means that the luck is pretty good. We have now higher expectations. And that's gonna serve as food for my shilling that I'm working on. This lady, I have never seen somebody using this as a 6-star, but the win one, it's a very good monster for raids 5. It's a very good damage dealer for giant speed 10 and also for these raids 5. Now let's go ahead and read over the skills real quick. Attacks the enemy with a magical arrow who casts various harmful effects according to the attribute relation between you and the enemy. The damage of this skill increases by 15% for each harmful effect. That's very good. Drives an edge into all enemies, an AoE attack, and decreasing the attack speed for 2 turns with a 50% chance. Attacks all enemies 2 times. Hours conflicted. Alright, so after we read the skills of this lady, we can see that we can use this lady on Despair because she has 2 AoEs. She decreases the attack speed of all of the enemies, and she inflicts continuous damage. And with the first skill, she's gonna be dealing additional damage with the harmful effects on the enemy. So imagine if you use this lady for TOA hard alongside with Wonkak, the dark Taoist, or let's say for example with the water with Gildon. Remember that Gildon, whenever the enemy has a speed decrease, Gildon and Wonkak, they stun the enemies whenever they have the speed reduction effect. So imagine if you pair this with Gildon or Wonkak, and then you put the continuous damage, and also you deal additional damage, and you have 2 AoEs to stuns. So in the future, just for fun, I may be building one of these ladies. Alright, let's go for the next one. Oh Lord, this is just food. This is just food. What do we say about this guy? He's a martial artist. He has the clothes. He has the pose. Sometimes when you see him in battle, he does kick. And he gets kicked. Alright, so let's see real quick. Kicks an enemy and stun the target for 1 turn with a 35% chance. Attacks an enemy 3 times. Chances to the enemy that press the defense and gets another turn with a 3% after the attack. So that's not bad. Now the problem with these guys is that they don't actually have these high multipliers to go against Nat 5s. But if they make in the future, if they make for example like a real-time arena for only 3-star monsters, then it's gonna be really fun to use these guys because they stun, they decrease defense, they get another turn, and they are built on defense. Alright, so the next one is gonna be the Beast Hunter. The One Beast Hunter aims for the body and shots. Your chances of missing are decreased by 30%. These attacks will destroy the enemy's max HP by 10% of the damage dealt. The fire one is really good. The fire one is really good. I don't remember if this is fusion food. I don't think it is. Choose an enemy precision. Stuns the enemy for 1 turn if you get a critical hit. So that's good, because if you guarantee the critical hit on this guy, it's gonna be stunning. This attack will destroy the enemy's max HP by 15% of the damage dealt. Alright, so the last one. Attacks the enemy with an arrow that can be removed and weakens the defense, blocks beneficial effects, and disturbs the enemy's HP recovery for 2 turns with a 90% chance. These monsters, I love the 3-star monsters, because when you read the skills, they are really interesting skills, and you always find a way to use them. For example, destroying the enemy's max HP is something really good against Camilla's. But I'm sure that Camilla is going to be critting all the time on this guy, even though he's win, because of the elemental. Camilla is the elemental queen, and Perna is the elemental king. So do not waste your time. Later on, just for fun, I'm gonna be building these guys only as 5 stars. I'm gonna put some runes, and we're gonna find a way to make fun with them. But do not 6-star any of these guys. Right, let's move on, because we have 17 scrolls to go. Another one of these. I'm not sad to get these guys, because I need them for food. I'm gonna build a sea, and the fire one is really good, and I still have to give more skill ups to my dark one. I have the dark one, the light one, and I'm gonna be giving the skills up before I give up on them. The Inferno. This one is fusion food. It says their fusion information. Alright, attacks the enemy with a strong smashing blow on critical hits. This attack will increase your attack bar by 30%. That's fine, that's cool. Attacks all enemy and reduces the attack power for 3 turns with an 80% chance. Attacks the enemy with an overwhelming hatred and reduces the enemy's bar to 0. This attack lands as a crushing hit regardless of the enemy's attribute. Now, I had a friend that built one of these because he didn't want to build a Coleman for raids 5. He just was saying, no, I do not want to build a Coleman. I will not build a Coleman, and that's it, period. So he decided to build one of these because of the attack bar decrease and because of the attack power decrease as well, and because he gains attack bar with the first skill. But the problem with this guy, with all of the Infernos, is that they are really squishy. So you have to put a lot of effort into making one of these guys work, and it's too much effort for too little results. So don't actually waste your time with this. It's just fusion food. Alright, so the next scroll is gonna be... Oh, the phone is lagging a lot. The Mystic Witch. The Fire Mystic Witch. I forgot the name of the fire one. But she was a dungeon, a weekend dungeon. I remember. This is food for the water one. And this is food for the light one as well. The light one is Linda. Alright, with the first one, inflicts continuous damage for 1 turn with a 50% chance. With the second one, attacks all... I remember she's a cleanser as well, I believe. Attacks all enemies with the power of jealousy and weakens the defense for 2 turns with a 50% chance. The effect is activated with a 100% chance if the enemy has beneficial effects. Removes harmful effects on all allies and recovers HP by 15%. The recovery amount increases for 2% for each harmful effect. She's a cleanser, but she is not the ideal cleanser for raids because she only cleanses and heals a little bit. She doesn't do anything else to help you in raids. And remember, the more turns that you go for raids, then the more damage that you're gonna be receiving from the boss. So it's not a good idea to get this lady as a cleanser for raids. Alright, let's move a little bit quicker. Alright, the high elemental, the water high elemental. All of these elementals, most of these elementals, they are good for this skill. The tectonic shift strikes an enemy with an attack strong enough to split the earth. It ignores the enemy's defense to inflict significant damage. All of these high elementals with these skills, they are good because they ignore defense. Ignoring defense is the best way to do it because the damage goes straight to the monster. So you don't put effort into these guys, and they are gonna be dealing substantial damage to be able to kill anything else. Right, so let's move on. There are many better options. For example, the fire one is a better option than the water one. The Minotauros. Food. Just food. Alright, so let's move on. What do we get here? The Fire Mammoth. This guy was the elemental weekend dungeon. The last week elemental weekend dungeon. And I got 200 pieces of this because I wanted to get some food for the basalt that I'm going to get. Other than that, don't worry. The one is good because for the fire mammoth is nothing amazing. This is the water werewolf. This is the poor man's Asher. If you don't have an Asher, this actually does something similar to Asher. So let's go ahead and read it real quick. Recovers the HP of all allies by 50% and increases the attack speed for 2 turns. Just like Asher, the first one attacks the enemy and disturbs the enemy's HP recovery for 1 turn. And this Trapp ability attacks the enemy 3 times. Each attack has a 35% chance to decrease the enemy's defense for 3 turns, and the damage of this attack increases according to your max HP. Now, this guy is not bad. Let's see the last one. The attack power of allied monsters increases by 21% in guild battles. This guy is not bad, but whenever you pull an Asher, you're gonna be just sitting this guy on storage. I was lucky enough to pull the Asher before him because I was not really thinking about working on him, and I got an Asher. But this guy is really good because imagine, for example, you go into an arena situation, or let's say, for example, a real-time arena situation in which you go ahead and the monsters on the other side, they don't have the wheel runs, or the wheel turn has been gone already. You go ahead and use the 3rd skill, and the 3rd skill is going to decrease the defense, and then you're gonna deal a lot of damage because they have decent multipliers on the 3rd skill. But as I said before, whenever you pull an Asher, this guy is gonna be sitting on storage. Some people also use this guy on Dragon Speed 10 teams, but it's not something too amazing for a Dragon Speed 10 team. Asher is better because Asher will remove beneficial effects with the 3rd skill. Right, so we need to get rid of some food so we can keep summoning. We have 10 mystical scrolls to go. I don't wanna. You see these guys as these two, the water monkey and the Edna. They are level 36 because I 6-starred them. Maybe 3 days between each other, and I was waiting for Come to Us to release an event in which you evolve and power up the monsters to get rewards, and waiting on that I have them as level 36. I don't want to work on them at the moment because whenever I 6-star a monster and I max level the monster, Come to Us comes with an event in which you will have to level up a monster to max level to get rewards, and I always miss the rewards because I'm working on the monster too fast. Alright, so we are gonna feed some of this so we can get some space. Alright, so this for now. Right now we move. You see I had a shield in there. Yep. We have 10 mystical scrolls to go. I'm gonna make the space for the 10 mystical scrolls, and then we're gonna get an amazing monster. Or we're gonna get another amazing monster, because all of these monsters, they are amazing. It's just that you need to work with what you get. If you keep waiting for the perfect Nat 5, you're never gonna advance on the game. Work with what you get. My first 6-star monster was Ramagos. That was my first 6-star monster. Because back in the day, you needed to have a farmer. A farmer was mandatory for the starters. And Ramagos was a farmer for me that was a reliable farmer. And I had to pay attention to him doing what was a farm. Because it was... But Ramagos was able to get me other 6-stars. And I actually had to go a long time before I was able to get a Famon farmer, because I was not getting any AoE damage dealers for Famon, for water, and it's not easy to build a Famon farmer at the beginning of the game. But nowadays the game has become a lot easier for new players, because now you go ahead and farm for runes and they are gonna give you a lot of rainbow moons. Back in the day it was really complicated. Victor Figueiredo, can I see the runes for Stella? Yes, I'm gonna show you the runes real quick. But first of all, let me go ahead and do these power-ups. And I'm gonna show you the runes for Stella real quick. Come on. Now, my Stella is not a Stella that I use very often. She's just there, but ideally you want Stella to go with the speed crit damage attack. As much speed as possible, as much crit damage as possible, because she has very good multipliers. 1, 2, and 3. Alright, let me show you the runes for Stella real quick. And then I'm gonna... Stella, I'm looking for Stella. I don't wanna click you. Where are you, Stella? There you go. This Stella has leftover runes because she was not on my main list for... She was not on my main list for rune removal, because I don't use her that often. Alright, let's see. How do you get so many unknown scrolls? Farm them. Yeah, like Biff just said, the Lit Biff said, farm them. Just play Dragons B10, Giants B10. Whenever they don't give you runes, whenever they don't give you rainbow moons, whenever they don't give you the summoning, the rune pieces, they are gonna be giving you unknown scrolls. Save crystals, and then do refills for dragons and giants. The first thing that you should do as a free-to-play player is to work on your rune farming teams. The rune farming team for giants is the main priority. Then you work on the rune farming teams for dragons, and then you work on the other one. on Necropolis. Necropolis is the last one to work with, because you need runes from dragons to work on Necropolis. So don't you worry about Necropolis for now. You can work with, because you will, the only thing that you are gonna get from Necropolis that you need late game is gonna be vampire runes for your great damage dealers and will runes for the arena. But other than that, these are just leftover runes. It's not something too amazing. But other than that, you can get Fatal Blade from Giants, and you're gonna be able to succeed in arena with Fatal Blade until Conqueror 1 or Conqueror 2 with Fatal Blade. For late game, well, it's mandatory for some monsters and Vampire, but it's not actually something that you have to worry about at the beginning of the game. Right, so we need 6 more spaces. What do we do to get these spaces? If you have noticed, I have 2, let me see. Yep. If you have noticed, I have 2 Megans. One of my Megans, where are you? There you go. One of my Megans is built on Swift as fast as I can, and the other Megan, there you go, Tectonic. This is the one that I wanted, because this one is the one that ignores defense. And the difference between this one and the other one is that this one is the light attribute, and the elemental disadvantage is not gonna be activated. It's gonna be neutral element. Alright, so one of my Megans is built with Swift. I'm gonna show you real quick. And the other Megan, there you go, the 2 Megans. And the other Megan is on double Nemesis Will. This is on double Nemesis Will because this one is gonna be against the teams with Leos. So whenever Leo hits this Megan, it's not going to decrease the attack bar, and I'm planning to power up the runes up to +12, so she's gonna be a lot more tankier. And when Leo hits on this one, then it's gonna increase the attack bar twice because of the 2 Nemesis builds, and then she's gonna apply the buff, and then my damage dealers will move. So that's the plan with her. Come on. Yeah, I'm gonna be giving the skill up that we got. Oh, the phone is so slow. Thank you very much for answering to the questions in chat. There are too many questions. The phone is low. I'm trying to do my best to keep up with everything. But thank you very much for whoever knows something. We are here to help each other. It's not just me talking about loud and nonsense. It's about all of us helping each other. We are making some little space so we can continue with the summonings that we have. We have done 10 summonings so far, and we have done 12, and we have a remaining total of 10 mystical scrolls. Alright, so we give this skill because I want to make sure this Megan is max skill as well, but not this skill. But anyway, it's done. And now whatever, I'm gonna get more of this later on. I'm sure I'm gonna get more of this. I'm sure, 100% sure. Right, so we got the space, I believe. No, we don't have the space yet, but now we do have the space. Yeah, now we do have the space to continue with the summons. So now we have 10 summons to go. And what we are doing is that we are making the summons, and if we look at the skills and we discuss. Come on, this is so slow. The phone is like driving me crazy at this time because see, it's so slow. Right, so here we go. We have 10 mystical scrolls to go, and let's hope for the best. We got a lightning already. That was the shilling, the water jack-o'-lantern, and this is food for Mav. Food for Mav and Donna. I have never actually. I mean, I saw the skills the first time the monster came out, but let's go and have a look at the skills. The first one, as any other Penguin Knight, is gonna be charging and stunning. The second one attacks the enemy 2 times with a swift charge with each attack, decreasing the attack speed and defense per 2 turns. Now, there's nothing to do with this guy, just food. I mean, he's cute. If you want to build, let's say for example, a penguin yard, and you get one of your islands, and you put all of the penguins that you pull into that island on the penguin yard, it's gonna be like the South Pole, and it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be cute as well. So that's a good thing to do with the penguins. Alright, so the next one is gonna be who's this one? Dagger? I don't remember the name of this guy. But this guy, it's actually a good farmer for beginners. A safe farmer for beginners. Because he will heal himself, and when he's awakened, he will revive with 30% or 50%. I don't remember exactly how much HP. But I have a friend, the same friend that did the wind inferno. The first, he also went with this one as his first 6-star. Back in the day, I mean, this game is amazing because of that. You can do whatever you want if you have the runes. So this guy, and some people use this guy on Arena Rush Hour. I have seen people using this monster as well, because he will revive. And if he revives, when the Lucian goes, the second Lucian will be killing him, but he's going to stay alive, and then he's going to heal. And then he's going to be decreasing the attack bar of the enemies that he attacks with the first kill. But my opinion, my humble opinion, is that do not work on this guy. No. There are many other things to work on. If you get so unlucky that you have to work with this guy, keep working on your monsters for the farming teams. Don't work on this guy. Alright, so let's move on. Oh lord, this is food. Yep, this is food. But let's see. Attacks accurate with a 30% chance of landing a critical hit. So this does nothing. Fires 2 magic, having a 40% chance to continuous damage on the enemy for 3 turns. Fires with an accurate aim, giving the attack a 70% chance of landing a critical hit. I don't even see how do we use this for fun. Somebody have the Light Fairy King. Victor, congratulations, the Light Fairy King. What's the name? Oberon? Alright, then we got another Beast Monk. We talked about this guy before. Alright, we have six mystical scrolls to go. More food for Megan. We have 5 mystical scrolls to go. Now this is good, because if the monsters are repeating, that means that the lightning is going to be repeating as well. Now this one, it's, let's see, in my opinion, it's one of the best 3-star monsters in the game. Bernard, if it is not, say that he's the best 3-star monster in the game, because early game he's gonna help you a lot in giants. You don't need to 6-star this monster for giants B10. With him as a 5-star, I did the first time my whole team for Giants P10 was a 5-star team. Everybody was on 5 stars. And he's good because he's going to increase the attack speed and also the attack bar of all allies. And he's going to decrease the attack power of the boss and also decrease the defense. It's very important for you to decrease the attack power of the boss at the beginning of the game, because you are not too tanky because you don't have the runes. And his first skill is gonna be dealing damage according to the attack speed. After you are done with Giant Speed 10, he's gonna be very good for Arena. Increasing the attack speed buff that he does, it's amazing. And also the attack bar boost that he does is amazing. Many people still uses him on high-end Arena as well. And the only reason why you should 6-star this monster is if you are going to use this monster in the Water Rift Beast as a frontline monster, because he's really amazing for that. Right, we have 4 mystical scrolls to go. We got lightning, and we got a few codes. Oh no, this is the fire one. I didn't have the fire one before. Yeah, this is good. Something that I don't have. Now this guy is really good, but the problem with this guy is that it's very RNG related. Because you can build this guy really tanky and to do some damage for arena defense for the rush hour, because he's going to cut in between. He has this passive. Gains a turn 15% and turn ends. If this hour and critical rate will increase. So basically, this passive, you have the possibility to cut in between the Lucians, and then he may be using this skill with attack power increase and also critical rate increase. So you can build this guy with 70%, not 70%, let's say for example 45% critical rate. Why 45%? Because first of all, he has the elemental advantage over the Lucians. That will be 15%. Plus the buff, that will be at 30%. That will be around 90% critical rate. That will be enough. And then if he does this skill to attack all enemies, will consume the soul and recover 50% of the damage dealt as an HP, and absorb the enemy's attack bar by 15%. So this is actually very good counter for double Lucians if this skill, if the passive is activated. Remember that for double Lucians to work, they will need an attack bar booster and a speed buffer. An attack bar booster, 2 attack bar boosters like Megan and Bernard, so he can actually cut in between 2 times before the Lucian moves. And when the first Lucian moves, then the Lucian will have to kill him. If somebody goes with a Julie Lucian offense, then you need to make him tanky and on will set, so that way they are not gonna defense break him. But the passive is really good. It's just that the activation rate of the passive is really low. Right, so let's move on. I'm glad that I got him because it's something I didn't have before, and he actually could be really good for Necro as well because of his passive and violent revenge. So I'm gonna give it a try as a 5-star later on. Right, so let's move on, and we have 3 more scrolls to go. Who's this? Yaku? Yep, this is Yaku. Yaku, the Imp champion, the Water Imp champion. This is a very good 3-star monster, because let's go ahead and read over the skills real quick. Charges toward the enemy with a spear to inflict continuous damage for 1 turn with a 50% chance. Increases your attack power for 2 turns if you get a critical hit. Pierces the enemy with a spear and inflicts damage proportionate to the target's max HP. Inflicts continuous damage for 2 turns if you get a critical hit. So far 2 skills that will be landing continuous damage. So this is good for dragons. And the third one, charges toward the enemy to attack 5 times consecutively and ignores the enemy's defense with a 25% chance. This guy is a really good monster for let's say for example for anything that you need to deal damage with. You can go to guild battles with this guy, you can go to dragons with this guy, you can go to giants with this guy, and I believe this guy is like a killer with the 3rd skill. this guy also can kill anything because he has a chance to ignore defense on the third skill, and it's 5 times 25%. So it's very likely that one landing an ignore defense attack. Yaku is not working on for this time at this moment, but Yaku is really amazing. Uveigo uses this monster as well for that Dragon Speed 10, and they use it as a speed team for Dragon Speed 10. But it's not something that I want to work on at the moment because I know he needs to have a very decent amount of good runes for him to work properly and for him to work good. And I don't want to use the runes that I have on my violent runes on him at this time. Alright, so we have 2 more summons to go. So far it's been a good summoning session. 2 lightnings. We already talked about this lady. And we have 1 more mystical scroll. Alright, let me see. So Beast Clan uses Yaku for Dragon Speed 10. What is your time? Oh, you said it just right there. 1 Yaku, 2 Tars, Galleon, Alicia. I do Dragon Speed 10 in 39 seconds. Oh, that's an amazing time for Dragon Speed 10. A really amazing time for Dragon Speed 10. My Dragon Speed 10 team so far is only 1 minute, between 1 minute and 1:25, I believe. Yeah, I've been changing runes a lot, and by changing the runes, my teams are not as fast as they used to be before. I mess up with my giant speed 10 team, but I still do it with a reliable time and with a decent time. So I don't. Something that people that is doing speed teams at this time is considering is that now it's even worse to have a speed team, because now you have to be into the game to be able to keep you have to be facing the game more often now that you do the dragons and giants in an easier time, in a faster time. In the past, when we were doing Dragon Speed 10, that was taking forever. It was taking like 3 minutes, 5 minutes. I had a team that was doing Dragon Speed 10 in about 7 minutes, 8 minutes, maybe more, because my first Dragon Speed 10 team was with Lumiracia, and the team was focused on letting Lumiracia go for the boss, and she was soloing the boss because she was the one that I had that was able to solo the boss. So everybody was just making sure that Lumiracia got to the boss, and then Lumiracia was hitting the left tower, the right tower, and then the boss, and she by herself, she was able to take the boss down. So what I'm trying to say is that in the past we used to leave the game, do whatever the game was doing. We were doing something else. But now we that do with the speed teams, 1 minute and something, that is fast, we need to come back the games very often, a lot more often than before. So we need to be facing the game most of the times, and it's going to take more time of our lives to be in the game. So everything has its pros and cons. So basically it is very good because now you can say, I'm gonna play the game for just an hour of farming, and in 1 hour you can do, let's say for example, 40 50 around 40 to 50 runs, and then that's it, you're done with the runs. But also another of the cons is that as you do it faster, you will need more crystals for refill. And me as a free-to-play player, having crystals for refill, it's mandatory, and it's really hard to save the crystals, and now I'm getting rid of the crystal really often. Now I did the summoning session because TOA is about to reset, and we're gonna get the crystals from TOA tomorrow, and also we're gonna get some decent crystals today after the arena closures. So we have one last mystical scroll to go. My time for Dragon Speed 10 is 1 minute, between 1 minute and 1:25, around something like that. If everything goes fine, it's gonna be 1:08 most of the time. So we have 1 more mystical scroll to go. Let's see what we get. Alright, we got the Fire Serpent. And this one is Fusion Food. Let's see what we have on the skills. Attacks the enemy with a strong sonic boom and removes the beneficial effects with a 75% chance. With the second one, attacks the enemy 3 times with an energy ball. Each attack has a 30% chance to by 30%, and the damage HP. Yeah, definitely food. This is food for Mantura. Mantura is an amazing monster. This is food for Shaylock, the water one. But nobody almost uses the water one. Ermeda, the wind one, is really good as well. And the light one, some people use the light one for raids. The same friend I've been talking about, the one that never wanted to build the one that never wanted to build a Coleman, the one that 6-star, the Inferno, the Wind Inferno, the one that worked as well on the water guy that we talked about before, Dagger, I believe. That guy has a light one of these, and he uses that for raid front line. I don't like him. I don't like the monster. But once again, here's the good stuff about this game. The good stuff about this game is that if you have the runes, you can make anything work. So I'm gonna show you real quick my Dragon Speed 10 team, the one that I'm using at the moment. This is my Dragon Speed 10 team. I really like using this guy, the Water Barbaric King, because the Water Barbaric King, it's really good for this guy, for the dragons, because he's gonna be stealing the beneficial effects, and he's gonna be healing himself a little bit, and he's gonna be landing continuous damage, and also he has this branding effect. You got water, you got the Dark Chimera today. Congratulations, Timmy Rico. Super lucky and my best day. Yeah, congratulations. The Dark Chimera, I mean, when you see the skills, he has this passive that is going to be attacking more and more and more. So I have been one shot by the Dark Chimera many times. I don't actually like going against these monsters because it's like a trauma. Whenever I hit them, I know I'm gonna die. So it's I don't actually like going against them. I avoid certain monsters. Any defense can. It doesn't make any sense, I know. You have already max level and full skills. That's great. Is there any one of you guys in global so we can go ahead and do some raids together? You got so you got the light chimera and you also have the dark chimera. Come on, man, what is the trick? Share the trick with us. Share the trick. Don't be so selfish. Share it with us. Oh, we died. Oh, we almost died. Something is lagging on the phone. Oh, that was a long time. 2 minutes and 3 seconds. Wait, you had 126 Light and Dark Scrolls? 126 Light and Dark Scrolls? How is that even possible? How is that even possible? Not even on the emulator, like a Summoner's War emulator, that there was a website that you were able to summon at will just to have the feeling of getting something good. But not even there. Whoa. Andy, I know the feeling, bro. I know the feeling. I know the feeling. I once opened like 129 mystical scrolls back to back, and I got 2 lightnings, and it was something that I had before. But you know, eventually you're gonna get something good. Just don't lose hope. Don't lose hope. Eventually you're gonna get something good. And if you don't get anything good, just work with what you get. The first time I made it to Conqueror 1, my monster, my main damage dealer, was Ramagos. I didn't even have a Theomars by that time. And with my Ramagos, I made it to Conqueror 1, and I've been in Conqueror 1 for about for the longest time you can imagine. I actually made it to Conqueror 2 last week. Just work with what you get. Just have fun. Just have fun. Talk with your friends on chat. Enjoy the game, because the game is to be enjoyed. And don't push yourself too hard. Just farm runes, talk to people in chat, and have fun with your friends. Play with your friends. It's the best way to go around these games. I used to come from a game that is called StarCraft. And in this game, in StarCraft, you actually, it relies on your skills of what you're able to do. But this game is all about RNG and the monsters that you pull, or if you invest money in the game. And even if you invest money in the game, it doesn't guarantee that you're gonna be able to be competitive, because it's all related to RNG. So just enjoy the game and have fun with your friends. That is what the games are about. They are about having fun with your friends. As simple as that. If you're not having fun, then you are not playing a game. You're just torturing yourself. Wow, the phone is lagging so much that it's taking a long time to do this. So let's see, what do we do? But the phone is lagging, but I don't see the video lagging. So we need to finish this. We have 12 hours to go. We have enough time, but I'm gonna make sure we do this as fast as possible. So I'm gonna be reading the chat, talking to you, and having a lot of fun with you while this goes ahead and play the Karl Hall of Heroes. Oh, Andy, you also play StarCraft? Amazing. I wanted to play League of Legends. I really wanted to. But my computer broke down, and I have a laptop that is not too powerful. And StarCraft is a game from 1998. So you can play that game into any computer. But I never really played League of Legends before. But I really wanted to. Maybe one of these days, because I'm buying a new motherboard really soon, and after I buy the motherboard, we can go ahead and you can teach me how to play League of Legends later on. Not today, but later on. The Light Panda, it's amazing indeed. The Light Panda, it is amazing indeed. But I hate more the Water Panda than the Light Panda. I'm afraid more of of the water panda than the light panda. That's the attitude, Timmy. Oh, what the? Did the game close? Or did I hit something on the phone? Yeah, I hit something on the phone. Wow, you made an account 2 days ago and you got Annabelle? I don't know. It's hard to believe that you got Annabelle just 2 days ago. I mean, in an account I just made 2 days ago. It's not impossible, but hard to believe. Oh, something just shut down on the phone. Congratulations on Annabelle. Wow, Timmy, you have so many healers. And so many of the greatest healers of the game. If I were you, I would go with for arena defense, I would go double Nemesis Wild Praha. But you can also go double Nemesis Wild Aerial. And you can go both of them double Nemesis Wild. Wow, and also Eladriel double Nemesis Wild used for arena defense. You can do anything you want. So good that it doesn't even make any sense. And Annabelle is amazing as well. Annabelle for raids, Praha, and Ariel and Eladriel for did you say Eladriel? Yeah, Eladriel and Ariel for guild battles, and yeah, Annabelle is using anything. All of them are good. But if I were you, I would focus all of my attention into Annabelle, because Annabelle has more multi uses than all of the rest. Some specific situations will go for Ariel and Praha, and you don't actually, when you are when you have all of those monsters, it's really hard for you to find a situation in which you actually need to have a reviver. But it's really fun, it's really fun, it's really overpowered to have all of those monsters. Give me that Praha, I want a Praha so badly. You can keep Annabelle, you can keep them all, just give me a Praha. That's gonna be the battle for the ages. If you fight Veramos, Jasun, Ariel, and Eladriel against Ver Jasun, that's gonna be a battle that is first gonna crash. I believe that whenever they do this up the sense, it's because somebody's doing one of those fights. And come to us says somebody's been fighting for a long time, so we gotta shut down the server for a bit. Let's make an update. Then give it a try. I had around the same crystals and we just made a premium pack summon. Give it a try and let us know what you pull. Well guys, I do appreciate your time for being here, and we have already 2 hours of streaming today. I gotta eat something, I gotta drink some water as well, so I do appreciate you coming by and spending this beautiful time with us. All of you, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the day. I'm gonna be around here, but I'm not gonna be speaking that much. And if you guys need anything, remember you can always subscribe to the channel. You can ask me anything. We can have some fun whenever you want. And once again, enjoy the game. Be fine to each other. Have a great day, guys.
prisa puedes más. Puedes pagar 20